I've refrained from speaking on the Trayvon Martin tragedy for the past couple of weeks because I felt like there were 20,000 different vlogs, blogs, and posts about the situation, and that everybody was basically recycling the same information and ultimately coming to the same conclusion. So I pretty much kept quiet about it until this morning. And after viewing posts on my Twitter and my Facebook, I decided to restructure my thinking and possibly breathe new life into the situation. So here goes. For those of you who haven't heard, I'm not going to say his name because that gives him too much glory. An on-air personality took it upon himself to basically blame this young man for his own death in saying that he shouldn't have been wearing the hoodie, and also blamed black parents for not training their kids to know that hoodies mean either shoot me or frisk me. I really got upset about it because this is by far the worst commentary I've heard throughout this entire ordeal, and there has been some ignorance spewed over the internet. My initial reaction was to get online and just sound off on the guy. But then I realized that wouldn't have done anything. It would have only proved to him and those that think like him that their negativity has successfully rubbed off on the rest of us. And it's my personal choice to only breathe positivity into the people and situations around me. And it got me to thinking that some people just say mean, hurtful, or evil things simply to get attention. Some do it out of pure spite, and others do it because they truly have a hateful or evil spirit lurking in their soul. And flooding their mentions on Twitter, talking about them on Facebook, talking about them in general conversation doesn't change their minds or what they've been saying. But it does make them relevant. And that's the last thing that any of us want. The focus should remain on the 17-year-old. The 17-year-old baby-faced boy whose only crime was going to the corner store to get his brother some Skittles. The focus should be on this clearly deranged individual who shot this child at point-blank range and has yet to show any remorse. I mean, have you seen an apology? I didn't think so. And this guy, by the way, interesting tidbit, still has a permit to carry a gun, which means that this situation can repeat itself at any moment. I said all that to say, let's stop making these ignorant beings relevant, because in trying to fight every battle, we lose sight of the war. I know it's cliche, but it's the truth. This didn't start with Trayvon Martin, and unfortunately, unless we focus, it won't end with him either. If you're not familiar with the Trayvon Martin case, here are a few links, including the 911 call, so you can get up to speed and draw your own conclusion. And for everybody else, this quest for justice does not stop with George Zimmerman's arrest. This is only the beginning. This is not only about finding justice for Trayvon. This is about finding justice for Danroy Henry, Wendell Allen, Ramarley Graham, and Aiyana Jones, just to name a few. Take some time to educate yourself. It's become abundantly clear that someone somewhere has declared open season on us. And apparently, we didn't get the memo. And to George Zimmerman, if you happen to be watching, I want you to know that I love you and that I'm praying for you. And I'm going to love you despite your hatred. And the more you hate me, the more I am going to love you. The more I am going to pray for you. And if you don't like it, well then, I guess you'll just have to shoot me too. Rest in paradise, Trayvon. Seem like I'm better off dead. Blackberry molasses, blackberry molasses, never change. It'll never change. You gotta keep pushing on. The sun don't rain all the time. There's gonna be some